It's the Muppet Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Fortean Slip, episode 57, I believe.
Holy hell.
57. Not Heinz. Just 57.
We only got 32 varieties.
Tonight, the Todd's Still Standing episode. We look at Mr. Standing in the wake of his, I guess, from what I've heard, pretty lackluster speech, whatever you call it, presentation at the Sasquatch Summit.
Sasquatch Summit.
That's what you heard as well, correct, Steve?
From those in attendance, yes.
Wait, Steve. Do we have a Tarpgate update?
We do, in fact, have a Tarpgate update tonight.
Because we are your Tarpgate source for all things Tarpgate.
Tarpgate referring to Rick Dyer's blue tarp Bigfoot fiasco.
Is that what it refers to?
I think so. I don't know. Mr. Dyer, this week, in fact, I think just yesterday, posted on YouTube photos of the Bigfoot in the tarp. Actual Bigfoot tarp photos.
Wow.
I examined the photos using my state-of-the-art photo examination software, and it looks like he took the photos through a glass of water, and...
Did he really post fucking pictures?
He posted a picture, yes. It's very blurry. It looks like...
He's got a fucking stationary Bigfoot dead in a tarp, and it's blurry.
It's very blurry. It looks like it was taken through the portal of a submarine submersed underwater. Jesus. But it looks suspiciously like the last alleged Bigfoot he shot, Hank. You can only make out a few details, but the lips...
Well, hey, if they would look alike, Steve.
Probably the same Bigfoot.
Bigfoots have to look alike, right?
Well, no. I mean, I'm sure there's different, variations. But in Rick Dyer's case, Pennsylvania...
Are we talking about Todd Standing again?
Yeah, there's quite a few variations in his stories. That's for sure.
All right.
In Rick Dyer's case, however, Bigfoots look the same exactly in San Antonio as they do in Pennsylvania. So,
through a glass of water,
or whatever the hell he took the photo through. So anyway,
yeah, but
that is your Tarpgate update for today.
Well, I always love a good Tarpgate update.
I do too.
Fucking warms the cockles of my heart. Or my cock. I'm not sure which.
I don't know what a cockle is, but it doesn't sound like something I want to, encounter.
Okay. All right. You're not like, Michael Phelps there? You're not like down with like an intersexual person who was born with a penis and like has a uterus and then becomes a woman?
I have no problem with, what would the medical term be? Hermaphrodite, right?
Well, they called her an intersexual.
Okay. Well, no, I have no problem with intersexual humans. I don't think that I would be down with one as far as dating or,
Well, according to her, he didn't know.
I suppose it depends on what he, it.
Obviously, she passed the test. I don't know.
Hey, well, best of both worlds, I guess.
Well, she doesn't have a penis anymore.
But she did.
At one point in time, yes. but no testicles. What does this have anything to do with Todd Standing? How did we get here?
You brought it up.
That's what happens when I helm the show.
Maybe I should take over the helm.
No.
Okay.
No.
It would just be bad.
No. Like, if you took over the helm of the show, like, imagine if the show was a ship and the show was Gilligan's Island, but much worse.
Who would I be, Gilligan?
I didn't say anybody would be anything. I just said you would, like, crash on an island and it would just be forgotten. Forever.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Well, you know me. That's the way I am.
But anyway.
Yeah, but so we both have heard that Mr. Standing, Muppet Boy, he gave a presentation at the Sasquatch Summit. It wasn't that wonderful. I had heard, I don't know how true it is, that he was trying to get, like, Meldrum to go along with what he was saying, or, come out and say something, spectacular about what, they saw, I guess. The sighting.
I guess that from a couple sources, I won't name names, but from a couple sources, it was like, he kept, trying to, I suppose it would be like, if I was saying something and I would look over at you and say, isn't that right, Chris? That kind of thing. So he was trying to get Meldrum to agree with just about everything he was saying. I don't know that Meldrum did or didn't, but that was just the way it came across, apparently, to some folks.
Right.
I haven't heard any, what would you say, opposing viewpoints of his presentation. The only viewpoints I've seen is it was, like you said, lackluster. It was like a commercial for Todd Standing and his movie coming out and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and for the record, his movie is coming out on Monday. Like, there's a screening in Washington on Monday.
I'm guessing that this movie, now I don't know, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the original documentary that he did, the Sylvanic, whatever, but I'm guessing there's a lot of similarities in the movie, because the thing that he posted on his YouTube page had Blinky the Muppet in there, so I'm guessing a lot of that footage, I'm guessing a lot of that footage will be in this movie as well. Although he claims there's 4 or 5 new videos. He showed a thermal, unimpressive, in my opinion, but a thermal of a, alleged Bigfoot in a tree, and I guess that's what Meldrum saw too.
Didn't he say that like bears don't give off?
Oh my God! I did a video on my
Steve,
YouTube today.
Seriously, Steve, maybe he meant Fozzie Bear.
Well, Muppets don't give off. Well, even Muppets.
We took thermal of fucking somebody in the suit up at the Browns, and the only thing that lit up was the eyes and the mouth.
But it lit up. It gave
just
off
the eyes and the fucking mouth.
Right, but well, the story goes that Todd Standing recently started a Kickstarter campaign. He's asking for 900,000 Canadian dollars. I don't know what that translates into US dollars, but I'm guessing it's quite a bit. In this video, he claims a lot of things. One of his claims was that he has been using FLIR for several years and he cannot get thermal footage of a bear. So today I went on YouTube, looked up
the fucking
FLIR.
bears that he's fucking filming are in costume.
They must be.
Everything is the fucking Muppet Show with this son of a bitch.
So I went on YouTube and looked up FLIR bear. That's it. That's all I typed in, and of course a video came up. It's on my YouTube channel now, and I of course gave credit to the person who posted the FLIR. But that thing lit up like a fucking Christmas tree.
Of course it did. Because it's a live fucking animal.
Right. Of course bears give off a thermal image. The only thing that I can think that would cause Todd to say that he can't get bear on FLIR is that that gives him like an out, you know, so that if he films a bear on FLIR, he can claim it's whatever he wants to claim it is, a Bigfoot, for example. So that is my opinion on it. I could be wrong, but why would you even mention that in your Kickstarter campaign video?
Right. And all the speculation is that there's a lot of money surrounding a lot of this, like with Meldrum.
I know that he did pay for Meldrum and Bindernagel, and I don't know about Les Stroud, but I know he paid for them to come up there, and you know they were his guests, and so you know, does that figure into
Les
their
Stroud, who
thinking
I
process?
love, man. That guy just like took nap time at the fucking Sasquatch Summit from the fucking pictures I saw.
I think Simon Hicks posted that on a Facebook group that I won't mention, but that's where I've seen it anyway. Yeah, that was kind of funny. He's just sleeping in the corner.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, that was good. I don't know. Todd made a lot of claims. I don't know whether he made these claims at the summit or not. The reviews are still coming in, but he made a claim that he could get a drone and fly it for 24/7 for 8 months straight.
What's he gonna do? Fucking? Is he gonna get fucking Mr. Fusion and put it on that son of a bitch? Like what fucking batteries he got to run that son of a bitch?
Well, here's the thing. In Canada, a drone of that nature would qualify. You would have to have a special license for it because it's going to be heavy. There is no drone known to man that I know of that would fly for that long. Military
That's right.
drones.
He has to go into the future, Steve. He's fucking.
Right.
He's John Teeter.
Well, that's right. He is.
He's fucking going into the future. He's gonna get the fucking the Mr. Fusion. He's gonna attach it to the drone. They're gonna fly the drone, and they're gonna take fucking thermal of bears that no one will be able to see.
Magic bears that can hide their thermal image.
Waka waka.
No, I think we just cracked the case wide open. But anyway, military drones fly for about 54 hours. The best military drones.
Right.
The one that I found that's the best commercially available drone can fly for 24 hours. But it costs $50,000. I'm guessing that Todd probably doesn't have that much. I don't think he's going to raise that much on his Kickstarter. 50,000 with all the bells and whistles, you know, because he wants to put a FLIR camera on it and all that shit.
Yeah.
My guess, if he has a drone, it's one of the ones that fly for maybe half an hour or so. That's your general, everyday, commercially available drone. You know.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, he
that's
said he's been
me.
flying
That's
them
me
for 2
personally.
years.
I call bullshit. Like as far as like I've seen his fucking pictures of whatever everybody calls him, Blinky and Winky and fucking Inky and Stinky, and one in the pink and one in the stink. I don't know what the fuck they're called, but they're not Bigfoot. I don't know what the fuck they are. I was talking with David Batdorf, and they can't even possibly be the same fucking creature.
No, the one looks like Todd himself. Actually, I think Bob.
Yeah, some people have come to that conclusion. Yes, Bob or PP, as we sometimes
PP
call
Bob.
him.
Parabob. Anyway, he did a comparison where he magically melded the faces together, and it looked a lot like Todd. It could have been.
And
I don't know.
he took some acid, and that's how he did that. He melted the faces together.
The other one that he posted looked a lot like a hairy version of Michael Jackson. You know, that's the one that most people refer to as the Muppet. It wasn't good. He did several videos for the first documentary. He numbered them: Sylvanic 1, Sylvanic 2, blah blah blah. Sylvanic 1 is available on the internet, and it is really bad.
No.
You can't see much. It's, blurry. It's your regular hoaxer type video. The acting is horrible in it. And Steve Calls actually has it up on Daily Motion, the website Daily Motion. So
Tactical
I
Boy?
think it's Tactical Boy, yes. He has it up on Daily Motion. That's the only copy that I know of available, but that dates way back to like 2005 or something. So, and it's a really bad. If you go to, you know what that means, Chris?
It's medication time, Steve. Come see Dr. McMurphy.
Let me get my medicine.
Or is it Dr. McMeldrum? Come see Dr. McMeldrum, Steve. I'll touch your feet for you.
This happens without fail. I forget to turn my alarm off. And yes, I do take medication at 7 p.m. every evening. We won't say why.
If he doesn't, he turns into a pumpkin.
Yes,
Steve's got to take some pills, or else he'll kill y'all. That's how
it is. An
how
antidepressant.
We don't need to fucking know.
Antidepressant.
Keep it a fucking mystery, you dumbass.
I'm not telling you why I take the antidepressant.
Fuck.
But it is an antidepressant.
So yeah, Todd Standing gave lackluster bullshit. Basically was promoting himself, his movie, trying to get, I guess Meldrum, kept inching away because he was afraid that people were going to think that Todd's hand was up his ass or something.
I'm sure in the following days, people will post more about what went on. I know Bob was there. Don't know if he'll post anything or not.
Yeah, Bob said he had a good, he had a decent presentation himself. He said he thought people enjoyed it. He said he did his presentation earlier on.
Before Mr. Standing.
Yes, and but he said that he thought it went over really well.
Cool.
And yeah, but Mr. Standing, Mr. Muppet Boy, fucking.
Well,
it's time to play the music, Steve. It's time to light the lights.
If it looks like a Muppet and talks like a Muppet,
it's a fucking Muppet,
like a Muppet,
man. It's not a fucking Bigfoot. I don't know what I don't know what the fuck that he is filming, taking pictures of. It is not a fucking Bigfoot. In my opinion, it's not a Bigfoot. I don't know what it is.
I don't think it's a Bigfoot in too many people's opinions. To be honest.
I mean, I seriously don't know. I just want to lay it out there that it's my opinion, but what the fuck? Like, and this goes back to what I said. It's fucking bullshit that people buy into. I don't know how many people I have heard who've said, "Well, we'll prove that Todd Standing's a fucking hoaxer."
It's easy to prove.
I've seen The Dark Crystal. That's how I know that he's a fucking hoaxer. I've seen movies
what you do.
with fucking puppets in them.
To prove that Todd Standing, at least in the beginning, was a hoaxer, all you have to do is go to imdb.com, the Internet Movie Database, type in Todd Standing's name, and you'll find that Sylvanic was not a documentary. It was a fictional account. And that's all it is, and that's how it all started. And, of course, he eventually passed it off as real and whatever, and it's not real. And everybody who's ever been involved with Todd has left the project. Eventually, Meldrum and Bendernagel and Stroud probably will too, because they want to distance themselves. So, yeah, that's the way it is.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights.
You might get a copyright thing for singing that.
For singing it? It's time to stick my hand up Meldrum's ass so I can...
so going back to Muppets having a thermal image, Chris, somebody has their hand up in there, so that might...
No, not technically, no. Okay, see, here's the thing. Muppets are like
Muppets
way more advanced than back in the day when Henson was sitting there with Kermit. I mean,
Well, Kermit has a hand up his ass.
right?
Still.
That yeah, okay, but we're beyond that with some of these like bigger Muppets.
Are we
Yeah,
talking you know what I mean?
animatronic. Yeah, so use your
That's it.
words, big boy. Use your words. Yeah, I don't know, but I know what he has fucking taken pictures of, filmed, whatever the fuck. I haven't seen any of this shit. All I know is I've seen these pictures. I see the pictures. I don't need to see the fucking film. I don't need to see it blink. I look at the picture and I go, yeah, that's not fucking real. It's that simple.
If Todd's getting this much video of Bigfootses, is that how you say it?
I don't
If
know
he's getting that much
if you
video, every
call
time he
them.
goes out, he has activity. Every time he goes out, he gets some sort of something going on. If he has that much, he's either the luckiest guy in the world or he's a hoaxer. I mean, there's no in between on that, you know?
I'm with you.
And I don't think he's the luckiest guy in the world. I mean, he claims that bears don't have a thermal image. Come on.
I told you that's what the whole documentary is going to be. Just it's going to be a rolling plane with nothing.
Not to mention that he has, you know, his own production company, and his sister is allegedly a makeup artist and all that stuff. They, you know,
In my opinion, horseshit, 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 horseshit. I'll be interested to see what this whole movie thing is, and if somebody goes and watches the movie that I know, I am definitely gonna get an update on how that movie comes out. As far
I'm
as on screen, I'm not like a copy of it or anything like that, but just like
I'm sure it won't be any more convincing than anything we've seen from the guy, to be honest.
you're probably gonna see a
In
lot of this.
fact,
You're probably gonna see a lot of the same shit.
yeah, that's my guess. Is a lot of this one will be just a rehashing of the old one with maybe a few more videos added in.
Yeah.
So.
But I think it's all fucking horseshit, and I hate to get back at like, oh god, I hate to fucking talk Bigfoot a bunch. Excuse me, but I couldn't not talk about fucking this past weekend's bullshit. It's been everywhere. It's all I've seen
Right.
is stuff about fucking Standing and how how the
Oh,
Sasquatch summit. I mean, what fucking Johnson was supposed to be there, but he fucking backed out because they wouldn't. What's the deal? They wouldn't give
I
him.
don't know.
They
I
wouldn't
have
give
no
him
idea why
fucking the.
Johnson backed.
They wouldn't give him a fucking handy and a fucking tea bag or something.
Probably.
I don't know what it was.
I know that
It could
some
have been
presenters.
that.
I know a lot of presenters did back out for various reasons. It's all speculation as to why. Some maybe backed out because of Standing, and some may have backed out because Johnson was supposed to be there. I don't know. It's speculation because they really haven't said. But Bob was there, so that's all that
I think it
matters.
was aliens. I'm not saying it was aliens, Steve, but it was
But it was
aliens.
aliens.
See what I did there? See what I did? I didn't even ask you.
No, you just went right into it.
Fucking right I did.
So speaking of Bigfoot, we've got a U.S. soldier apparently has seen a Bigfoot
Yeah?
in Afghanistan,
Wee
of all
doggy.
places.
Was he smoking
Of
opium?
all, this is from Before It's News. Of all places, Afghanistan would probably be the last place we think could support a Bigfoot population. But apparently back in 2011, a U.S. soldier spotted on thermal what he described as a big monkey or ape.
I figured
Such a
it out.
creature has,
No, I figured it out, Steve. Bigfoot's trafficking heroin. That's why we can't find the motherfucker.
you could be right.
I think I'm right. All right, go on.
Do they use Bigfoot as like a mole?
I don't know,
Or what
but
do they
nobody
call it?
can
A
find the
mule.
son of a
Mule.
nobody
Drug
can
mule.
find the
That's
son of
what
a
I mean.
bitch, and now they're seeing him in Afghanistan. I'm calling bullshit.
They probably use him as a drug mule, you know.
That's right. That's
Who
what I'm saying.
better? I didn't mean mole. I meant mule.
Well, they are interdimensional beings, Steve.
Yeah, that is true. Or not. Such a creature has been sighted by locals in the region numerous times. They call it the Barmanau. It's a bipedal humanoid primate cryptid that allegedly inhabits the mountainous region of western Pakistan and Afghanistan.
They call it being fucked up on opium, is what they call it.
Perhaps that's what the soldiers saw. He did file a BFRO report, Bigfoot Field Research Organization, I think.
That makes it even more credible.
He said he witnessed something he couldn't explain. He was 26 years old at the time. He's done 2 tours in Afghanistan, but I think he's only seen it once. But anyway, he says what the sergeant viewed, he saw through an infrared scope, which is a thermal military grade, and it's far more detailed at distances than what you and I have. The subject was 500 to 600 meters away, which is about 0.38 miles, and it was viewed for 10 to 15 minutes. Damn, I'm stumbling over my words again. It was enough of an event that he woke the other 5 soldiers in his troop to look through the scope. None of them could come up with a reasonable explanation for what they were seeing. Only explanation that didn't sound completely crazy was that a gorilla had escaped a zoo. What he saw was scrambling up a granite shale mountain at a far more agile rate than he could because of the tricky footing as a result of the loose-fitting rocks. It looked like a big monkey or ape. It was big and beefy in the shoulders. There are rhesus macaque monkeys in the area, but their maximum dimensions are a height of 25 inches and weigh only 30 pounds, and they have tails. Characteristically, they are only active during the day and sleep at night and move in troops of 20 to 200. Locals used blankets as coats, and it was clear that whatever it was not wearing any clothing because of the heat signature it was giving off. Its body was all one shade of white. Interesting. If someone was wearing clothing, whatever part of the body that was covered with clothing would be darker than the exposed skin or hair. Image. So, anyway, there's Bigfoots in Afghanistan. I didn't know that.
If you smoke enough opium, Steve, there's Bigfoot everywhere.
You could be right about that. Even in Canada.
That too.
Oh, here's a really good one from the Daily Mail. A baby born with 4 arms and 4 legs has been dubbed God Boy by his parents because they say he looks like
fucking God Boy.
Like
we can't come up with anything better than that. Like fucking God Boy. What is this? A fucking 1960s fucking fucking comic? For Christ's sake.
God Boy.
Jesus.
A baby born with 4 arms and 4 legs is causing panic in the streets of East India as locals believe he is the reincarnation of a god. Like I said, the child has been named God Boy as multiple limbs are common among Hindu deities.
He has no power, he can't move! God Boy!
And people are traveling from across the region to the city in the West Bengal state to get a glimpse of the child. Local police complain that they are struggling.
He requires constant 24-hour supervision. God Boy!
Hundreds are crying in the streets and clamoring to get access to the hospital. The boy's birth defect...
He shits in a diaper. God Boy!
2 extra arms and 2 extra legs are the remains of an underdeveloped co-joined twin. The family are overjoyed at their new addition and see him as the son of Hindu god Brahma.
Give him a bath, and if one of his legs doesn't get in the way, he'll piss in your face. God Boy!
You see, Chris, Brahma, the Hindu god, has 8 limbs. This baby has 8 limbs as well. Let's see. 1, 2.
Oh.
I'm gonna count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8 limbs.
8.
So he must be the son of the Hindu god Brahma.
That's right.
His parents say, or an unnamed relative says, when he first came out, we couldn't believe it. The nurses said he was badly deformed, but I could see that this was a sign from God. In fact, this is a miracle. It's God's baby. Indian gods have extra limbs just like this. Mm-hmm.
God boy. Oh.
I'm done with it. You know, the poor baby has a birth defect, Chris.
And they're fucking no. And here's the problem. And they're trying to fucking act like it's fucking this wonderful thing.
It is.
And they're trying to fucking shamelessly promote their child.
If you were from India and you were like really poor and stuff, and you had a baby with 4 limbs, and you knew that you could make a ton of cash off of that, what would you do?
God boy.
God boy. From Reuters.com. The Wisconsin girl that in that Slenderman case from a while back, she still believes in Slenderman, apparently.
Well, she did try to kill her friends.
Yeah. A lawyer for a Wisconsin girl accused of luring a classmate into the woods and repeatedly stabbing her to please Slenderman said on Tuesday his client still believes in the fictional internet character and is unfit to stand trial. Morgan Geyser and her friend Anissa Weir were both 12 when they were charged as adults with first-degree attempted homicide in the attack of a friend the morning after a sleepover in late May in Waukesha, a suburb of Milwaukee. I think that's how you pronounce it. Waukesha.
Hey, I don't fucking know. You got me.
Yeah, I have no idea either. The girls told investigators they attacked their friend to impress Slenderman, a tall, online boogeyman that they insisted was real, according to a criminal complaint. Waukesha County Circuit Court Judge
Yeah, I seen him earlier today when my kids were playing Minecraft. Oh, wait, that's the Enderman. That's right.
I have no idea about Minecraft.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna continue now.
Go ahead.
Waukesha County Circuit Court Judge Michael Bowen on Tuesday scheduled a December 18th competency hearing for Geyser so that her attorney...
Sure?
Yes.
All right.
Competency.
All right.
So that her attorney, Anthony Cotton, can challenge an expert report that found her mentally competent to stand trial. Cotton said on Tuesday his client still believes that Slenderman is real, and he believes that she is unfit to stand trial based on interactions with her and discussions with doctors. She still believes in fictional characters, he said. When a person believes in fictional characters, it makes it difficult for them to assist in their own defense. I'd say so. Bowen ruled Geyser incompetent to stand trial on August 1st when 2 mental health professionals told the court she lacked the capacity to assist in her own defense. At that time, Bowen ordered Geyser to be committed to a State Department of Health Services facility where she is being held and treated. The victim was stabbed 19 times but survived. She spent 6 days in the hospital before returning home for further recovery and returned to school in September, a family spokesman said. I think that the girl who survived probably does not believe in Slenderman.
I would think not. I would hope that she's had her dreams of Slenderman dashed by her
I don't know that she ever did. You know, the girl who got stabbed.
I don't know either. I think they did. I think they did some like fucking Dateline or 2020 or some bullshit 60 Minutes interview with the parents and her afterwards. You know, saying how she's coping and how she's getting back to her life. But yeah, the fucking was it 2 of her friends that did it to her? There was 2 of them, right?
Yeah, there was another girl, yes.
Yeah, but those fucking girls, that's God, that's awful. And they're really young, which makes it extremely hard. Like, how do you look at them? That's the difficult part.
Yeah, well, the article says these girls could be sentenced up to 60 years in prison if they're convicted as adults. Only till the age of 25 if they're convicted as juveniles, though.
Yeah, and I mean, what
I don't know what you do in a case like that.
Yeah, what is it that you do? And then you got people like fucking Barbara Homolka there who fucking helped her husband / boyfriend, I think it was a husband, kill her fucking sister and cover it up and then kill other people, and then, you know, they didn't find the tapes until after they had given her immunity, and now she's like just living her life, you know, hanging out.
Was that a Slenderman thing too?
No, that's not a Slenderman thing. That's just fucking sick people killing people thing, Steve. Look up fucking Barbara Homolka. You want to hear a fucking horrible story?
I can't never pronounce Homolka.
If you've never heard of it, if you've never seen anything about it, look up Barbara. I think it's Barbara Homolka, and she had helped her husband kill her sister, rape and kill her sister.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
No, I'm not. And then she continued to help him do the same thing with other women, and they videotaped it. And then later on, when the cops had gotten onto him, she turned on him and said, "Hey, I'll tell you everything, you know, that he did if you give me immunity." And they said, "Yeah." And then they found the tapes of her like helping him, but they already gave her immunity, so she was, you know, fucking good to go. So she didn't give a shit. And now she has a family, Steve. Now she has a family,
well,
and she lives in Canada. She's got kids.
Ah.
You know.
I wonder if she knows Todd Standing.
Hey, maybe they can hang out and fucking film Muppets. Yeah, if you want to be fucking horrified, people, and you have not heard the story, look into Barbara Homolka. I think I'm correct on the name.
If you're not, somebody will.
Oh yeah, somebody will fucking correct me. They always do.
And I want to apologize to one of our loyal listeners. Let me pull this up here. Richard Allen. I'm sorry we did a Todd Standing episode.
Oh, Richard.
Sorry, Richard.
Calm down. Seriously. I fucking said he was Muppet Boy.
Muppet Boy.
Yeah, this has been episode 57 of the Fortean Slip. Like, subscribe, tickle my balls. I was trying to squeeze all that in at the end. That sounded really forced. But hey, go fuck yourselves.